Hey y'all, welcome back to Floating Hands on the Internet. Today, we're going to be looking into Patrick Mahomes and Brittany Mahomes. If you don't know who they are, you must be living under a rock. Patrick Mahomes is the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. And Brittany Mahomes is his high school sweetheart and wife and mother of their, I think, 3 children. He's gotten a lot of press because, as well as her, because Travis Kelce is his Patrick Mahomes, I believe, tight end, and Patrick Mahomes' wife Brittany was seen hanging out in the box with Miss Tay Tay. So yeah, that's why they're kind of super relevant right now. Super relevant, or I guess we're super relevant. We know who they were when you probably wouldn't otherwise, and outside of the realm of football. So I want to look into their relationship. They were high school sweethearts. They've been together, since they were children, through it all. But I want to look into their relationship, kind of see what their relationship is like. This is for alleged and entertainment purposes only. No facts here. If you want a free reading from me, email me at floatinghandsoti@gmail.com. I'm offering them to people right now while I'm mastering my tarot. Email me a picture, your prompt, and your birthday. All right, guys, for alleged and entertainment purposes only. Let's get into it. So I'm first gonna do Brittany's energy, ladies first. Kind of see what the past, the present, and the future is of this relationship. So, for alleged and entertainment purposes only, what was their past like? Let's just say high school, college era. The moon reversed. Well, damn. That's not cards you'd expect to see to pull from high school sweethearts. So, shit, I should have looked up their signs. Whatever, I always do that. All right, so you have the moon card in reversal. That's about bypassing difficulties. I wonder if, she didn't like him at first, or he didn't like her. But somebody chased somebody, especially with that 2 of Cups in the reversal, because that's about disharmony. I wonder if I don't know how old they are when they got together, but I could definitely see some either back and forth, or she was like a puppy dog that chased after him and wanted him. Not that she could have possibly, I'm not calling her a gold digger in this energy at this time. She was a child, basically. She was a child. But I can definitely see her chasing. And there being a lot of bickering. I mean, they're children, that makes sense. It's followed by the Tower card, which is in the reversal. Yeah, she really hung on to him, because the Tower in the upright's about something that should have fell down and been swept away. Yeah, I'm hearing the song Clean by Taylor Swift. Yeah, but that's about hanging on. I'm picturing Jack and Rose from the Titanic, where Rose is I'll never let go. So I definitely sense a lot of clinginess in the beginning of their relationship. And that makes sense. I mean, you're in high school. You're a high school sweetheart. That makes sense. No judgment here. They were children. Okay, so that's kind of the energy that I got from her in the present college. I would say high school, more high school into college. Let's look into the relationship in the present from her perspective. Okay, that's a power couple, the 6 of Wands, obviously. The World card. I wonder if that's about him being in the NFL. The Chariot. Okay. So the 6 of Wands in the upright, that's about victory, recognition. That's a power couple. I mean, like I said, if you didn't know who they were 5 years ago, you sure found out in the past couple years between Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. If you watch any type of news, pop culture, they were everywhere. And it's connected. Next to it is the World card. It's in the reversal. That's about a cycle that needs to be completed, but it's not. That could be more children, but I'm really feeling it more so for his career, because that's about a cycle needs to be ended, but you're not letting it complete. But the thing about it is, Patrick has a long way to go in the NFL. I want to say he's only 26, 27, maybe 28. He's a young person. Quarterbacks last a long time. They're not I mean, he's got quite a bit ways to go. And that's connected to the Hanged Man, which to me is like, she's kind of just waiting for him to be out, in my opinion. And that's connected to the chair. And then that's next to the Chariot card, which is like momentum, like things happening really fast. Yeah, this card is about, now's the time to kind of lay the groundwork, with focus and tension, kind of laying out a plan. So I would not be shocked if there were plans about kind of Patrick's future. What's life going to look after football? How do we maintain? How do we, yeah, I just really think that could be, I want more children, maybe. I know they just had a third baby, but I also just feel like, I think not to bring it back to the Super Bowl, but Patrick got really beat the fuck up in the Super Bowl. He got sacked 6 times by some really big men, and that typically doesn't happen. And I don't remember that ever really happening before in one single game. So I feel like that kind of scared her. And I feel like she wants this, I don't know, something, she's not getting gratification from something. And I feel like it's his career, or, because I feel like she likes being a wife and girlfriend of like an NFL player. But yeah, with that Chariot card, that's like going at something with like full force ahead. So I definitely think there are talks about his future, what that's going to look like for him and his family. Okay, so let's pull on what's the future look like from her perspective. Queen of Pentacles. No. Okay. That's interesting. So the Queen of Pentacles in the upright is a nurturing, dependable person. It's in the reversal, which, yeah, that's about, like being materialistic. I think this goes back to kind of them thinking about the future, because, I mean, shit. I don't know what they spend their money on, but with the amount of money that Patrick Mahomes makes, there's no fucking way they should ever be struggling in their life. I know people do it, but that is so curious to me, because the Queen of Pentacles, that's about materialism. It also could be about unreliability, but that just to me is like materialistic things. The 5 of Cups is in the upright, which is about grief and sadness. I wonder if like they're gonna have some trials and tribulations in their marriage with that. But I mean, with that that's normal, but with that 10 of Pentacles in the upright, that's about wealth, family, long-term potential. I could see her kind of like, because I mean, I'm sure that's so interesting, because in one way it's like she's scared of him playing football, I feel like. I know that sounds crazy, that's just what I'm picking up on, but in another way it's like she's worried about, like, I could see some worries of materialism, like, are we gonna have enough money to sustain this lifestyle? That sounds so crazy coming from me, because he makes so much money. That's just what I'm picking up on. Don't fight me, fight with the wall. There's gonna be some grief and sadness about how things used to be, so I wonder if that's so much more with like maybe money, or maybe children, because they have 3 children and those are knocked over, but these are standing. I wonder if she's gonna want more kids, but they're not be able to do it. They choose not to do it. I'm not sure. But with that 10 of Pentacles, I mean, that's wealth, inheritance, money, things working out. That's like the ultimate family card. So I think they'll be together for a really long time. If you want my personal opinion, I think that as far as like Brittany goes, I think in the beginning in high school she was clingy. She had like very like a puppy dog energy. And I think she just kind of hit the jackpot. I mean, there are so many kids that play high school and football and that are good, you know. But to end up with Patrick Mahomes, that's pretty cool. And I think she knows it. I think she's struggling with some type of cycle not completing, and she wants to see it to fruition. Now, the World card is like, this is from her perspective, right? So the Patrick and the universe may not be saying, oh, you need to stop playing football, but I really think the Super Bowl scared her, because quarterbacks typically don't get hit like that. So I just wonder, like I said, I mean, he's only been in the league. I think he got drafted in 2019, 2020, maybe sooner than that, but I don't think so. And he's done really well. So I think I have Tom Brady in my mind's eye, which, if you guys don't know, there was a debate about him being the GOAT at some point. Patrick. Before Patrick lost this past Super Bowl, had he won the three-peat, he would have been like the new GOAT. People would have called him the new GOAT. But those conversations were kind of squashed. But the reason I'm thinking about Tom Brady is because he went into retirement because of his wife. He came out of retirement, won a couple of Super Bowls, and his very hot model wife divorced him because of it. And so I kind of wonder if that's where Brittany's mind is going. Because I don't think she wants to lose Patrick. I think it just concerns her. I don't know. Football is it's a dangerous sport. I don't blame her. But ultimately, I see some issues maybe with like sustaining that lifestyle, which again is crazy. You should be investing that money. I think Brittany likes nice things when you can look at her and tell she likes to live the good life. And I mean, whatever, they have millions of dollars, but definitely see some sadness regarding like mourning a life you thought you were going to have. Maybe that's in regards to once Patrick does retire, she may not like all the time that they get to spend together. Like, I don't know. It's giving like Real Housewife energy. Like, I just want to go over here and drink my wine and you go over there and do your stuff and we'll see each other when we see each other type of thing. But of course, for legendary entertainment purpose only. Now let's look into Patrick, the past, the present, and the future. How did he feel back in high school? Four of Pentacles in reversed. Well, Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Yeah. The Four of Pentacles. So fours are about stability and structure. It's in the reversal. Shaky ground. That makes sense for high school. That's about control. That kind of makes sense. I think he felt like Brittany definitely chased him, I think, from what I'm picking up on. And I think she did not want any other girls talking to him, looking at him. The boy, I just heard the boy's mind. So I definitely think, and that kind of I think that did cause some issues because it is in the reversal. Fours are about stability, structure. I'm picturing like an earthquake. So I think that caused some tension. Because I honestly see Patrick as like a chill type of guy, and I don't get chill type of. I get Real Housewives energy from Brittany Mahomes, where she's like she likes to put her makeup on, and her her extensions, whatever, like look like a Real Housewife, drink her wine, talk shit, and Patrick's kind of over here just like I just want to drink my beer and play my football. Yeah, because I just picture somebody rolling their eyes. I think Patrick's a little bit of a pushover for legendary entertainment purposes only when it comes to her. But yeah, I mean, that's about a partner who is, romantic and nurturing, reliable and dependable. This is about a lasting partnership, so that makes sense. I mean, she's given him 4 children, and so I wonder from a very young age, he was like, she's the one. Yeah, because I'm hearing endgame in my mind's eye, so I definitely think, like, she chased him, she wanted him, and I definitely think that there's some tension regarding, like, okay, you're mine, you don't need to hog me. But yeah, I think that's what he thinks about her. And then you have but I do think the 5 of Wands, that's about competition and rivalry. I think that other girls wanted him, and he chose her. So yeah, because I'm picturing Mean Girls in my mind's eye where they're all fighting. So let's look at the current energy of their relationship from his perspective. The Hierophant. Yeah, I'm hearing that song. She's got all my love, it's a country song. The Hierophant, that's about tradition, marriage. It's in the upright. Temperance. Yeah, those are connected. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, so the Temperance card is connected to the Hierophant. So I pulled these. It's in the reversal, though. Temperance is about balance and harmony. It's in the reversal. That's about needing moderation. I mean, look, they're in the off season right now, but I think when you are a football player, especially at the caliber that Patrick Mahomes is, your balance is going to be hard to find in life. I mean, we're in his energy, right? If we had millions of dollars and, you know, nannies and stuff, like, it's all, we're in his energy. But, like, these are literally connected. This is marriage. It's in the upright, so his marriage is good. But it's in the reversal. The Temperance card's in reversal. It's like, see how she's, like, pouring into each other? They're pouring into each other. They just don't have the balance right now. I mean, they have 3 children. He's an active football player. And I think right now it's just a lot. That's just what you're going to pull for a couple like this. But with that Tower card in the reversal, that's about hanging on and the fear of letting go. I don't understand, because he's so young and he has time. He definitely has at least one more Super Bowl left in him. And now I'm an Eagles fan, but he's an awesome quarterback. He's very talented. And so I just think that they might be fighting on the longevity of him in the Super Bowl. I do, with that Tower card in the reverse, because that's about hanging on to something that, you know, should come crumbling down or should be let go of. Okay, so let's look into their future in his energy. That's interesting. Damn. Okay, so the Emperor's 4, again, in the reversal, shaky ground. That's about being disconnected from yourself. I think when he walks away from the NFL, it's going to be hard on him because he's allowed it to be his identity. I'm not saying he's not a good father, but when you are being compared to the greatest of all time, Tom Brady, your ego is big. I mean, he doesn't like losing, doesn't take well to it at all. He's like a little crybaby, no offense. That's about toxic masculinity. Yeah, I can picture him really struggling with finding a purpose after he retires, and him maybe taking it on Brittany a little bit. But that's about releasing yourself from imposed restrictions. So I do think that again, I remember when I pulled that 5 of Cups for her, I think it's going to take some time. I think they're going to make it through, but it's going to be really hard for him. That 2 of Cups does concern me a little bit. I think that there are going to go some rough patches. Because that's, again, about imbalance in a relationship. But I think if he can find an identity for him outside of football, and they can make sure that their finances are good. Because, again, I don't know how you would fuck up all that money that they have. That's just insanity. I think he just needs to find a purpose outside of football, and then, you know, I think his marriage will work itself out. I see them being in game, if I'm being honest. But I do see some trials and tribulations for sure after he hangs up his cleats. Let's end this on, let's see. I wanted to do, what's that tension I'm picking up on in the energies for I picked it up on both, when I did the current energy for both of them, I picked up on, like, just some hesitation regarding where they're at right now. And I'm really pulled to it being about money and his career. So let's just pull it. Make sure I get a good shuffle. So what am I picking up on their current struggle right now? We'll do up top Brittany, bottom Patrick. All right, so what's that struggle that I'm picking up on? Just for some clarification. Top Brittany, bottom Patrick. Oh. Patrick. Well, for those of you who know tarot, the Ace of Wands is the dick card. It's in the reversal. They could be having some problems in the bedroom for alleged interim purposes only. I feel like I should know that, but I picked up on it, so I'm just going to say it. The 7 of Cups, that's about dreams and illusions and confusion. Yeah, I mean, I think Brittany likes being a wag. I do. I think she likes being a wag. And so I wonder if, like, she's kind of questioning, like, what am I going to be after retirement? It's also like things being too good to be true. And then you have the King of Wands in the upright, which is about power and authority. There might be a power struggle, and I think it's coming from him. I think she wears the pants. I think she wears the pants for legendary and term purposes only. I think she wears the pants. I just heard, oh my God, God forgive me. I just heard, like, pussy is power. So that's interesting with that Ace of Wands in reverse. I wonder if she's kind of somebody who withholds sex when she's not getting what she wants. Yeah, because with that for Patrick, I pulled the King of Swords in reversal, which is about, that's about control and judgment. In the upright, a King of Swords is somebody who speaks his truth. Swords are about truth. It's in the reversal, so he feels like he can't say what he wants. This is about fighting against controlling behaviors. You have the seven. What is his sign? I feel like he's a Virgo. I don't know. Too late at this point. But that's Cancer energy, so it's very loving and nurturing. Maybe that's why I pulled that Queen of Pentacles about their past relationship. Maybe that Queen of Pentacles was him, because he is, like, I get very nurturing, loving dad vibes from him. I do wonder if he thinks, like, especially with that Eight of Wands, things moved really fast, and now I kind of reflect and, like, wonder, should I have taken it slower? Should we be working on our marriage? That's so interesting. Yeah, I mean, look, I think that every relationship struggles, but I think the gist of the relationship is, I do think they're a power couple. I do think they make it work. I think they'll be together. I can see them being endgame for sure for the rest of their life, but that always has the power to change. But she low-key, she wears the pants in that relationship, and I think when he bites back, he does bite back, but for the most part, he just lets her do what she wants, and it creates tension. All right, that was for legendary and tarot purposes only. If you guys want a free reading from me, email me at floatinghandsoti@gmail.com, and I will catch you at the next one.